Welcome to the most exclusive club on the internet. This is Roy, and that is Terry. And this is Terry and Roy and Terry.
This is Roy, like you're a thing. You're an object.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Thing
an
one
object
and
to
thing
be
two.
desired. Objectify him hardcore.
Oh, wow.
That's why he's wearing his chain today.
Oh, okay. All right. You could barely see it. I feel like, I don't know.
Oh, it's being covered.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So there's no
lean
chain.
over and show them.
Okay. Yeah, big bling.
Yeah, he
Not
got that
like,
for Christmas.
$20 on Amazon or anything. All
Hey,
right,
don't diss that Christmas present. Someone gave that to you.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. But the idea of showing off your chain is usually for like money reasons, not
I'm
necessarily
gonna show off my
like.
chain. Look.
Oh yeah, that was definitely so expensive. Yeah, definitely. Man,
We don't
should
talk
praise
about how
whoever gets that.
expensive things are
Yes, we should.
because we don't want anyone to feel
Feel
like
lesser than us. We're so rich.
that are cheap jewelry.
Yeah. Real.
We want to be, what do you call it?
We want to keep our secret that this jewelry is actually so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of
secrets, today's theme is
secrets.
I think that the theme is a secret.
It's a secret.
Bottom tis.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you.
Bottom tis.
So, for today we have two stories, but first a little Ask Reddit because it's a fun little start to our video. I have one on Ask Reddit from Mr. Bowles. What's a harmless?
Wait. Go back from Mr. Bowles.
Mr. Bowles.
Mr. Bowles. The way you said it, I was like, what the?
It's either Mr. Bowles or Mr. Bowles.
Mr. Bowles. Mr. Bowles. How is it spelled?
Mr. Bowls.
Mr. Bowles.
Yeah.
The fuck kind of name is that? Anyway.
That's a Reddit name. I mean,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It is a Reddit name. It's not a real name.
Yeah, people just put random things like. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to go
You're
through
so
reading
right.
all
They
the.
do.
It's kind of funny to like pause and then read Reddit names and then realize how random it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Anyhow, what's a harmless, non-serious secret you've kept forever? And so we have a few different answers that I thought were interesting.
Okay, I want to know. Secrets are so much fun. I'm like way too hyped.
Should I know something? All right. Anyway, my friend is a major Death Cab for Cutie fan, which is a band. They came to our city a couple years ago, and I knew she wouldn't be able to afford the tickets to go. She was upbeat about it, but I know she was devastated by it. I bought tickets 2 days before the show. I told her that the friend I originally planned to take couldn't go, and would she please come with me? There was no other friend. I told her that I loved the band and would be sad to miss them. She of course accepted and had the time of her life. She's doing much better now, but every couple of Christmases or birthdays she gets me some Death Cab merchandise because she knows how much I love the band. I can't stand their music. I literally have them blocked on Spotify, but now it's gone too far where I can't tell her. Oof. That's a sacrifice. That is a big sacrifice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And she buys you merch.
Yeah. So it's just awkward.
That sucks because it's like on the one hand, just tell her. My first thought is tell her that you're not as into them as you used to be anymore. Like, you know, I don't really like them that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a time. But then honestly, is that worse than just telling her you lied to make her happy? I feel like at that point, just tell her that you lied to make her happy. Then, because, you know, it's really sad when you enjoyed something with somebody and then they fall out of that thing and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So just tell her, oh, that's so sad.
Tell her that you actually never enjoyed it in the first place. No, just keep up the lie.
I don't know which one's better.
Keep up the lie forever. You have to live it.
Yeah, I think you should just keep up the lie.
Exactly.
Just re-gift the Death Cab for Cutie. Be like, oh, really? Like, I got you the same thing.
Yeah.
It's in the bedroom. Take your stuff with you.
Yeah.
Throw it in a bag real quick.
Send it
Bring
back
it back
to
out.
them.
Look, I got you the same thing.
That's crazy how we're always so in sync every time you buy me something.
Oh, where's the stuff I got you? I don't know. I spilled spaghetti on it. I don't know.
I spilled spaghetti on it.
I don't know.
That makes me think
What's
of
your
AI
spaghetti policy?
eating
Sorry,
spaghetti now.
that is so random.
Yeah. Anyhow. So
Tell me in the comments if you get that reference.
I don't even get that reference. So
Yeah, I know
please
you wouldn't
tell
because
me
you
in the
ain't cool like me
Yeah,
and the
cool,
other people
for
that
sure.
get that reference.
Yeah, cool. 100%.
Yeah, what's your spaghetti policy?
My spaghetti policy. Shut up. So the next comment I have here. I was about 10 years old and was pretending to be sick to avoid going to school. This is the 1980s, so the old school glass tube, mercury-filled thermometers were still a thing.
Oh,
My dad was getting ready to leave for work as I worked my magic to convince my mom to let me stay home for the day. Neither one of them was having it. I persisted. Out of frustration, my mom grabbed the thermometer and put it under my tongue. I knew it would read 98.6, and this was my only shot to avoid school for the day. Both of my parents stepped out of the room for a moment. I looked over and saw my dad's piping hot coffee sitting on the counter waiting for his morning commute. I quickly dipped the thermometer into the hot Java. Both of my parents stepped out. It instantly shattered, emptying the toxic mercury into the coffee along with tiny shards of glass. I panicked. In my mind, there were only a couple possible outcomes. My dad dies of heavy metal poisoning and a lacerated esophagus, or I fess up to what I did. I could hear them coming around the corner, about to return to the kitchen. At the last possible second, I swatted my dad's mug of off the kitchen counter, smashing on the floor, creating a coffee explosion in my mom's freshly cleaned kitchen.
oh, that's a good idea.
That
Cover your mistake with another mistake.
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 They burst in the kitchen, aghast at the mess I created. I reply with a flurry of sorries and apologize profusely for being clumsy. My dad is furious because now he won't have coffee on his way to work. My mom is pissed and she starts cleaning up the mess. In that chaos, everyone forgets about my claims of illness. I slipped the remainder of the broken thermometer into the trash and went to the bus stop, saving my father from a horrible death. At least in my mind at the time. Until this day, I have never told anyone about this.
You tried to stay home from school and you still ended up going to school.
Yeah, but you avoided something much worse, so I guess a plus. Like, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Anyway,
They should have written that into Ferris Bueller. It was the right time frame.
Yeah. I didn't like, because even as I was reading the story the first time too, I didn't like think about like that type of thermometer, like in that, like how hot it is, it would just burst like that.
Oh, I did.
But yeah.
The moment he brought up that thermometer, I'm like, it's bursting. It's busting.
Yeah.
It is shattering everywhere. And I don't know what's going to happen to them. I thought he was going to like bite it or something to try to like be like, oh, well, I'm sick, Mom, but I guess we can't read my temperature.
Oh my God.
I'm like
yeah,
crying with how stupid this is.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he could have died. So glad that he was a smart little 10-year-old, and we just have to hope that on Reddit everything is true. So I now have our first story with a little bit of a bigger secret. Not so, it's a little bit more of a dangerous secret, I guess.
Hey, don't give it away.
I'm actually about to get the title.
Once my mind has been pre-blown, it cannot be re-blown.
Do I say the title? No. Yeah, the title is going to give this away already. But, oh well. Sorry.
Lay it on me.
All right. Am I overreacting after I found out my boyfriend's online friend group I became part of 2 years ago, by the way, has been just him the whole time?
I don't know how that's possible, but go on.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Obvious trigger warning, gaslighting, possible stalking.
Stalking?
Yeah, the possible stalking is, gaslighting, obviously. Possible stalking is, what? I guess I should have been less oblivious, but since a little before we started dating in 2022, I was added to my boyfriend's, just friend at the time, 3-person Instagram group chat with what he explained were some of his closest online friends. The 2 other accounts seemed like real people because they had real followers and comments on their posts and drastically different aesthetics / looks to them. Wow. We eventually made a Discord server for us, and that alone was convincing enough since multiple times we'd all be active at the same time. We never voice chatted, but I used to never voice chat either, so I didn't think twice. The group got closer though as more and more time passed since I was first added to the group. And last month we got together and planned a research trip to Hawaii for August. We live on the East Coast of the US. Like, we booked everything. Wow. So imagine my surprise when I'm over at his house tonight and his computer is open and I just want to log into my Google Docs when I accidentally stumble across, first of all, follower bot sites, and also him logged in and chatting with me as one of the individuals I thought I had become close with, and just got this sinking feeling. I didn't jump to the idea that they could be fake either. I was like, maybe he just has their login since they're all so close and is way too interested in their messages. But then I noticed their only chats were the group chats and the server. Wait.
Oh.
But then I noticed their only chats were the group chats and the server, and the real kicker was the email address. It was signed up under the email address that I was signed up under was his backup email with his full name. I quite literally snooped until he got out of the shower and caught me, which I'm not saying was right of me, but I couldn't help myself.
No, at that point, go for it.
Yeah. During my snooping, I gradually became devastatingly confident that he wasn't behind just one but both accounts. I've never seen his face so red, and he just absolutely panicked and started shouting at me to get out of his business. I couldn't even form the right words to say to him. In the end, I just walked out of his apartment sobbing. It's very early in the morning, I get that, but this screenshot is what he has to say, and I'm starting to feel crazy. Am I overreacting about my discovery? So now, let us read the screenshot, which is the text message between them. So the original person says, I just want to know why. When it finally came time for the Hawaii trip, how were you going to explain that? What were you thinking? And then the boyfriend responds, you know something I've noticed about you? You can never just be calm, and there always has to be an issue. I know you were raised in a volatile environment and still have to relearn a lot about healthy relationship dynamics, but it's like you thrive on chaos. And we were going to see Wicked tonight. Pff, I guess there goes that. There's no more. Okay.
I am dumbfounded right now.
The poster, you can't be serious. I deserve answers. I'm honestly so creeped out. Basically, half of my life for the past 2 years has been a complete and total lie, and you were behind all of it. The boyfriend, okay, don't be dramatic. You know, this isn't a big deal. You're just getting to harp on this and make a bigger issue. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck on how did she find out that every single one of them was fake? Because it could have just been that he was faking one of the friends.
I'm pretty sure if it's from his computer that he's logging into one, it probably saves the usernames if you log out and try to log into another one. Or if you like shows the actual login information.
Did she say anything about that?
Well, she said the login information for the first one was his email and full name, right? Or like they like actual details on the account itself. And so she just kept snooping, basically.
Yeah, she just found it all.
Yeah.
I would love to know what they talked about outside of those texts.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of him just trying to gaslight her.
Yeah.
That's so insidious.
Yeah.
And it's very, very gross how he was trying to play it off as if she's crazy. Like, it gives me skeevy feelings, you know?
It's kind of like, I don't know, that was just the most wild response to like, hey, here's a terrible, terrible fucking thing you just did to me. It's like, you know something I've noticed about you? There always has to be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, were we going to go see a movie tonight? Ugh. I guess that's
there always has to be an issue, you know? I bet there always has to be an issue because he's always doing some shit to her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like,
imagine confiding in one of these people and it's just fucking him, and of course they're taking his side.
that's true.
You know,
yeah.
this is quite literally way worse than the imaginary friend Tom. because at least she wasn't doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
truly does have an issue. She probably has DID or something else like that. We covered that in a previous video if you haven't seen that video.
A quick summary is basically that the person... Actually, should I give a summary?
She had an imaginary friend named Tom that would break all their ties
Yeah. Like,
anytime they had an argument.
Yeah.
That's literally the story.
yeah, but it was a relationship, and like the guy knew from the beginning that it was like not a real person. And then...
Right. Right.
Well,
That's
this one is like, no, you actually go into it thinking these are real people. And
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
wild.
And I bet they take forever to respond too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Specifically have to respond when your boyfriend is, you can't see your boyfriend's screen.
Is there any update?
There's a few comments, and then there is an update.
Okay.
So,
I need.
nope. All right. So the first comment is just, I don't know what this means. It just says NOR in capital letters. Nor. Oh, probably like no, nor.
Not overreacting.
Oh, not overreacting. Right. This is an am I overreacting? Derp. So
I like how I don't even know what subreddit this came out of, and
Yeah.
I know that.
yeah. So obviously she's not overreacting. Ghost him and be thankful you didn't procreate.
Dude, that's
yeah.
one of the most valid things is when you find out someone's crazy after you already have a child.
That's sad.
That's one of the worst problems.
Yeah. But then, yeah, the consensus obviously is they should, or they're saying that the original poster should leave the boyfriend if they live together because it's not safe to still live with him. I guess they were asking. Thankfully, we have never lived together, so it will be easy to discard him from my life ASAP. Okay, good. So they don't live together.
That's one of the ways he can get away with it is they don't live together.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, another commenter that is seriously so fucking creepy. He probably made those accounts to try to get back with you back when you were just friends, and then just continued with a lie after he won his prize.
Maybe.
This is gross and unsettling. I wouldn't even want to be anywhere near him after that. God, yeah, that tracks. Looking back, they did hype him up an awful lot. That's what the original poster said. That is funny.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did. What do you think they exist for? I mean, I'm not saying that at her, but it's just with open eyes and the knowledge that we have. Of course they are.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like a small update is like 4 hours later. Apparently she got another text from him.
Okay.
And the text is just, do you want to get our tickets off the AMC app or buy them at the theater? He's like hard ignoring what just happened.
She could just go see Wicked twice for herself.
Yeah, pretty much. Just got this. He still hasn't explained himself essentially at all. I'm going to take the advice of the majority of the comments section and block on everything. Thank you so much for all of your kindness and support. I have not slept at all as this is just a bizarre situation, so I appreciate you all. Yeah. And then obviously someone saying this is messed up. Has he otherwise been a functional member of society? Was he afraid to admit he didn't have any friends?
He clearly doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, so then the OP, yes, this is honestly shocking. I thought he was just mean sometimes, not additionally crazy, and the other proper words. He has a best friend in his hometown.
Does he?
Yeah, the questionable. Everything is questionable now. Oh, man. Okay, so then that same day, another hour later, I honestly have the biggest migraine of my life, and I haven't slept at all. Nothing similar to this has ever happened to me before, but my life has been crazy enough to where I wasn't able to prepare for the huge reaction something like this gets. I guess
on Reddit?
On Reddit, yeah. I knew it was bizarre, but I didn't know it would jump to the top of everything. I assumed it would collect some advice or opinions I could read, and then the post would get lost in the void like how it goes with the majority of my others.
How old is this post?
December 30th, 2024.
Oh, so about less than a month right now.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
But I sincerely appreciate every bit of support. Unfortunately, I am also being bombarded with hate and nasty messages, and my headache keeps getting worse. Yeah, every single time online. So it's going to be terrible people. So I need to get off of Reddit for today, but I don't want to just ghost and make people think something horrible happened, because I'm taking the steps to make sure nothing does. He does have my address, but I live with my family in an apartment building that needs a key fob to get in, so I have at least those 2 layers of safety for now. But for some reason, I doubt that at least today there will be any attempts at a personal confrontation. And even then, I am confident I'll be able to remain safe and far away as possible in the case he does come around. I've alerted some of my real friends of the situation as well, and they will be close to me as much as they can. So please don't worry when I'm not active for the rest of the day.
I wonder who else. I guess they aren't talking to anybody else. It is just her. Because she said they didn't have any messages between anyone else. Because it makes me wonder if he's ever talking to anybody else with those friends.
Yeah.
Or is it just her? But it seems like it's just her because she only found.
Yeah, she only found messages
and
in their like shared group server, which was just 4 people. So yeah.
So there was 3 friends or 2 friends.
There's 2 friends. Yeah, it was her,
it's only 2
him,
friends.
and 2 friends. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely keep track of just 2 people for sure.
Why do you say that so confidently?
For sure.
Anyway.
I thought it was like he was keeping track of 4 people.
Oh no.
And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, 4 accounts he's trying to have separate identities for.
No. He just
and
needs 2
communications
fakes and 1 real.
2 is reason. Not 2
You
is reasonable.
You could do 2.
I didn't mean like that. 2 is like
she's
believable.
overreacting for sure.
No, I can. It's just 4 was so unbelievable. 2 is like, oh, okay, I could see a crazy person doing that. Someone who is just really manipulative. It's really what it is. It's not. Well, it is crazy in the colloquial kind of way, but it's mostly just insanely creepy and manipulative.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
You know what's funny is like they call like narcissistic abusers, like their little lackeys. They call them flying monkeys, meaning like they'll kind of like trash talk you to other people, right? And then those people feel like they need to come and talk via. Basically, they will try to say something to you on the behalf of the abuser, and try to like. They just another asset to gaslight you, right?
Yeah.
You know how they will like spread all these lies about you, and then people will try to talk you down or help gaslight you.
Yeah.
He's just created them himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's so interesting because he didn't even.
There's no middleman to betray him.
What if he's not charismatic enough to get real people to do that? That's interesting.
I mean, that's 100%. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of charismatic people, particularly when they're like, abusey, they
can like manipulate people to be those friends that constantly hype them up and always take a side. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, oftentimes whatever story that person has is 100% different from reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but other people, if they only talk to that one person, they're like, oh, wow, like everyone's against you all the time. Like, I can't believe she did that to you. I can't believe this. I can't believe that. Da, da, da.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he had friends, he's probably telling them some insane stuff about her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting because a lot of times people will use real people for that exact thing that he's using these fake people for.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also kind of funny that flying monkeys and they're saying wicked, but that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oh, the first thing I thought of, when you said flying monkeys.
Yeah, well, that's where it came from. Because the witch sends her flying monkeys.
Oh my god. But yeah, that was basically the end of that. At that point, she was just like, okay, I'm off of Reddit now.
At least she's trying to be safe.
Yeah.
And she's taking this seriously. That is the important thing. And I don't feel like there's anything you can do legally wise. You can't try to get a restraining order or anything.
Legally wise.
I don't think that would.
I don't know if is that how the phrase goes.
Legally wise? I don't care. That's how my phrase goes.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah. No, can you? Like realistically, I don't know if that's like a.
There's no threat on you.
Yeah.
He hasn't threatened
It's just manipulation.
you.
If he proceeds to try to like contact her at this point, then yeah. Maybe.
And manipulation is not illegal.
Yeah. That's how so many people get away with so many things.
If it was illegal, that would be easy to manipulate in the.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Yeah. People would manipulate their way out of getting caught for that.
Getting caught for manipulation. Yep.
So, yeah, with that horrible secret, I do have another one that is a little bit different.
Okay.
It's not a Discord server with fake friends.
It's a
And
Discord for server with real friends.
yes, no. This one is this is actually supposedly a pretty popular one. So this one is: do I tell my wife the truth after 11 years? Okay, so
He's looking for advice. What subreddit is it?
what subreddit is it? Oh yeah, r/advice. When we first started dating, your face. When we first started dating, my girlfriend asked me what my favorite meal was so she could cook it for me for our 1 month anniversary. We were 16 and I told her my favorite meal was chicken parmesan. She cooked it for me from scratch and it was delicious. However, I realized that what I meant to say was chicken Alfredo. I felt bad that she went out of her way to cook what she thought was my favorite meal, so I did not correct her or myself. Fast forward to now. We've been together for 11 years. We've been married for 2 years. And once a month or so, she still makes chicken parm for me because she thinks it's my favorite. It's good, but it's really just not my favorite. At this point, it's way too late to tell the truth, right? So it's at least way more innocent. But yeah, it's very awkward. And I guess comes that idea of like, I don't know, she's been making this for me for so long and putting so much into it. It does, like, I understand the concern of like, I don't want to like break that for her.
11 years is too long.
Yeah.
This is me who can barely keep a secret at all.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's food related. You wouldn't catch me lying about what I like.
That's true. Yeah.
You know?
But I think also it's even more interesting is like, I mean, I guess she cooks it really fucking good because it's still like being able to eat something for 11 years and still be like, yep, it's my favorite. Like at the very least, it would like cycle out of being the favorite. Like I would still be like, yeah, this is good, but I don't think this is my favorite anymore in comparison to something else.
6 months in,
Yeah.
he should have been like, hey, I do love the chicken parmesan you make. But in general, I think I'm starting to lean toward
my actual
Alfredo.
favorite thing. Yeah.
No, you don't have to say it like that.
Yeah.
You just say I think I've switched favorites.
I like
Even though
how-
I still love chicken parm, don't get me wrong, please make it for me sometimes. But I think I would really love Alfredo.
part of me feels like someone who has the same favorite meal for 11 years in this kind of relationship. If he like said that and it wasn't on like a, by the way, I'm lying, I would probably believe he's lying anyway, because the only reason to continue to have that same favorite meal is because your wife is cooking it for you.
I don't know. Maybe he has the same favorite sex act.
Okay. I
As
knew this was
well.
going somewhere dumb when he started laughing. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
They have sex the exact same way for 11
and maybe
years.
he feels like they're tied together,
Uh-huh.
and if he lets one go, the other one's gonna go.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just making up a fan fiction at this point.
Oh, the line there here that says she won't have sex with me the way that I like it. If she stops cooking for.
Oh, this is code. This whole story is code. Chicken parm versus Alfredo.
I don't.
What's
wanna,
the difference?
I don't want to know what
The
those
main
sex
difference is
positions
the
are.
red sauce.
Okay.
I mean, if you think
Wait, about once a month? Yeah, once a month or so, yeah.
This is code. I'm telling you, this is code.
All right, well, I'm going to step away from the code for a little bit to read some comments.
And we'll answer at face value.
Yes, oh my god.
All right, well, we're answering at face value.
Okay. So, here's some of the top comments. I don't know if my husband said, my love, I love your chicken parm, but I have a terrible secret. Oh, I don't know if my husband said, my love, I love your chicken parm, but I have a terrible secret. I said the wrong meal that day, and for years I've held on to that because I was touched you did it. I meant chicken Alfredo. I couldn't hold it anymore. I would love to try it from you. Yes, he talks like that. Wow. I would probably laugh my ass off for 20 minutes that he's been stressed by his mistake for this long. Funny stories are the best part of a lifelong together. Or a long life together.
Absolutely.
But yeah. And
What
then,
is she gonna do? Leave you after 11 years?
yeah, exactly.
I mean, her favorite is the chicken parm with the red sauce.
But then someone else commented, yes, yes, I think you do. It is way too late to tell her the truth. I think so. I think
That's a completely different take.
I think now you must eat that stuff for the rest of your fucking life. I died laughing at this. They were laughing emojis and everything. They're definitely just joking around.
What is he eating?
Oh yeah,
Going
that
back
red
to
sauce.
my theory.
Yeah. Oh man, the theory makes this so much worse.
Although he didn't say he didn't like the red sauce.
Yeah, dang, that's a pretty good, surprisingly good red sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's still no. There's See, with that theory, there's no way. First day, I'd be like, nope, sorry. Actually, what I meant was.
Well, you're a misogynist then.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry that I do not like chicken parm like that. That's crazy. You've ruined chicken parm for me, by the way.
Hopefully I've ruined it for a lot of people because Alfredo is the best.
You can in a normal world, both can be good foods, but apparently not for you. Yeah. Ruined it for the rest of us too. Yeah. That's why you don't like chicken parm. Anyway,
I mean, no. Well, I never did like red sauce. Who does?
Oh gosh.
Well,
Anyway.
back to reality.
All right, so there is an update. I'm glad my travesty brought so many of you joy. I apologize for taking so long to update you all, but I was vexed with a life-altering decision and needed to weigh the responses I received. Yeah, obviously, yeah. I ultimately decided to tell my wife the truth. I'm not sure I made the right decision after all, because I am far more embarrassed now than I ever was over this. I've never seen my wife laugh the way she did that night. Just when I thought she was done laughing, she would start up all over again. We now have this incredible inside joke for the rest of our lives together. Huge thank you to everyone who commented their advice. Yeah.
He doesn't like the red sauce. What can I say?
Yeah, but he still better start eating the red sauce.
It's good that he just took the plunge because honestly, I feel like it would have been really indicative of problems if she would have wanted to be offended by that.
Yeah.
I mean, more than past like a day or so. You know what I mean? So it's good to come clean.
And then, yeah, I guess also for him, if it was still something that he was like thinking about for so long, that means it was bothering him, and it probably would continue to bother him later. If he didn't just find somebody to transition to it.
Yeah.
And he'd just have to, once a month, having to eat red sauces. When it's not your favorite,
Let's be PC and call it chicken parmesan.
I thought you were about to say let's be PC and call it. You were just gonna like say blood or something.
No, I just forgot the name of chicken parmesan.
Oh my god!
Which might be worse.
That
was crazy.
That whole honestly, you bringing it to the secret coded message is what makes this crazy. This is so much more wild. This is like very innocent.
I know it was really cute. It was really sweet.
This is why we can't have nice things on this channel. By the way.
It was nice. Look. If you need me to break some codes for you, just ask me. Mm-hmm. Just ask me.
Yeah.
I will tell you what it parallels. It might just be because of the teasm. But
the
teasm. The teasm. A little bit of the tizzy.
Yeah, a little bit of pattern recognition. Yes.
The pattern recognition.
Whoa, okay.
I'm bleeping that.
Don't bleep it. I don't know. That's going to sound like I don't know.
No, it's better that they imagine what I just said.
Just don't shorten some words. Like,
I just added a G for no reason.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And you're the white one, so it's like so much worse. Yeah.
It's bad both ways.
Anyway.
Sorry. I'm going to have to do some bleepies. The pattern. What could I say? The pattern.
Recognition. I don't even know what you said now. It's already just like left my mind. Yeah.
I don't want to say it again.
Pattern recognition.
My
Or like pattern recognizy. Like something, there's ways you could have went. I don't know.
Recognizy is better.
Yeah.
Way better than what I actually said.
Okay, I'm remembering now what you said. Yes, recognizy is so much better.
100% better. We are never acknowledging what I accidentally just said. Granted, it wasn't a word, but
close enough to it.
it sounded kind of like another word.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yep. So, anyway, those were our stories.
Oh my gosh. If you guys have a secret, you should spill in the comments. If you got it this far in the video, what should they say? Confuse everybody. Say,
tell us your biggest secret, but like make it a lie.
what if you also did like the little blood droplet emoji?
Oh my gosh.
The red little droplet. If that one you have access to, if you don't have access to
Just say
it,
chicken parm.
Just say chicken parm.
Chicken parm.
Do you have any other tidbits to leave them with before we go? Many more accidental, very close to bad words.
I was about to say like maybe you should keep it a secret if you are subscribed to us, but don't keep it a secret if you're subscribed to us. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe if you're watching, and then tell other people to subscribe so that they can see all of our insanity.
Go confess to your friends that you're part of the most exclusive club on the internet. And also don't forget to catch us in our next video. I guess that's all. Bye.
Today's Reddit stories are about secrets. Sorry, I had a little something in my
Can't even cough right. I tried to cough and it wasn't even like a cough.